Welcome everyone to Gamer Meld. Many of you likely know by now, the leaks were right as Nvidia's RTX Super GPUs were announced. And today, I'm answering the question on many of your minds. Should you buy RTX Super? To answer that, I have to cover a few scenarios. But first, let's go over the new GPUs. Side note, unfortunately I wasn't able to get review units in time, but luckily there's a ton of numbers out there. So far, the 2060 Super and 2070 Super reviews are in, with the 2080 Super coming later. When it comes to the specs, nearly everything about these leaks were correct. The RTX 2060 Super is essentially a cut down 2070. It comes with 2176 CUDA cores at a significantly higher base clock of 1470 MHz and a boost of 1650. It also gets the full 8GB GDDR6 treatment and has a higher TDP at 175 watts. The card comes in at $399, so it gets the leaked $50 bump from the 2060. The 2070 Super, on the other hand, comes with the same 8GB of GDDR6, but it gets more CUDA cores at 2560 and runs at a base clock of 1605 MHz and a boost of 1770. It has a TDP of 215 watts and comes in at $499. Lastly, the 2080 Super comes equipped with 3072 CUDA cores, a base frequency of 1650 MHz and a boost of 1815 MHz. It comes with a TDP of 250 watts and costs $699. Also, just like the leaks, the 2060 Super and 2070 Super are being released on the 9th of July, with the 2080 Super making its debut on the 23rd. As far as real-life performance, things are looking really nice. In most games, the 2060 Super just barely loses to the 2070, and it actually beats it in some scenarios. This ultimately plays over in other workloads, proving that Nvidia will probably be discontinuing their 2070 and 2080 as earlier rumors suggested. When it comes to the 2070 Super, it doesn't fare quite as well, but we still see a marked improvement over the 2070. We're talking it actually comes really close to the 2080 in multiple scenarios, and it actually passes the 1080 Ti in quite a few. Clearly, Nvidia isn't playing around, and this leads me back to my initial question. Should you buy these new speedy counterparts? And to that, I say, it depends on the scenario. If you currently own an RTX GPU and you're looking at the Super variant, ask yourself if you would be thinking of buying the next step up to your current GPU. If so, then getting very close to that step for quite a bit less is definitely a great buy. I mean, they're essentially selling the higher tier GPU for the same price as their lower one. And honestly, while I'd argue that this is how the RTX line should have launched, I guess it's better late than never. Now, on the other hand, if you're looking to upgrade from an older GPU or build your first PC, it's a little harder to say. AMD's Navi GPUs are only days away, yet they were clearly designed to compete with Nvidia's RTX 2070 and 2060, but their new Super variants completely void them, and obviously that's what Nvidia intended. The issue is that we don't know if AMD will respond with a price drop or potentially release some of the new Navi GPUs that we've recently seen leaked. Plus, while Nvidia is certifying FreeSync monitors for support on their cards, your monitor may not be one, so that's something to think about. Ultimately, it depends on your scenario overall, but as it sits right now, Nvidia's RTX Super GPUs are hard not to recommend. With that said, since patience is a virtue, you might be better off to wait just a few days for AMD's Navi launch. Not necessarily that they'll be more powerful, but more that AMD could still surprise us with a price drop. Either way, Nvidia didn't pull any punches with this launch. So while that does it for today, what do you think of Nvidia's newest RTX Super cards? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you liked the video, definitely make sure to subscribe. And as always, have a great day.